Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
This is Crimson 60620. Watch my video. Also, you can catch me on these social media platforms. If you want to see art, hit my DeviantArt art page up. And finally, thanks.
Alright, so enough of that. Enough of that shit. What's up? What's up, people? This is Crimson 60620. I don't care if the mic is in the shot. I am here, and we're about to play some fucking Conan Exiles while we talk about trash. What do I mean by trash? Trash. So, I kind of been trying to catch up on old videos. You know, fucking holiday, listening to just stupid shit. And of course, because I fucking watch Star Wars. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to pull something up. New window. Let's see if that's gonna pull up. Nope, I'm gonna pull up in the wrong way. Yeah. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I fix something right quick. Oh my god. It is finally fucking Friday. And you know what? I shouldn't feel like that because Where's the widgets? Um, I I literally work Monday, off Tuesday, Wednesday, and yeah, yeah. So that should fix. Oh, there we go. I work Monday, was off Tuesday, Wednesdays, obviously holiday. Went to go see the Force Unleashed, and just still had the fucking 10-hour days. No, I had 9-hour days today, and fucking I am fucking tired. But yeah, yeah, I am just effectively ready to fucking talk about idiots and all this other good bullshit. So let's talk about the quartering. You know what's funny? I don't know if I brought this up last time I did a video recently with this fool. Um, in the Minds account, you can literally buy using their on chain and off chain currency. You can literally buy um fuck views. You can buy views of your shit, and it's just like you're promoting Minds above anything. And I know I have it on my channel, like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and all that other good shit. I understand that, but it's just like, are these motherfuckers really as popular as they think they are? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, the quartering, as we know from his, all Disney is trying to push out Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel is going to be a flop and a sham. This was a year after, oh, Black Panther is going to be a flop and a sham. Now, his whole conspiracy thing is, oh, no, The Rise of Skywalker was just horrible, and Disney's paying for reviews. Where have we heard that shit before? Oh, yeah, from this idiot. And so, okay, cool. If you guys have any comments, I'm going to be trying to look occasionally back to the comments. I'm sorry if I don't catch them all. Shit. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So, let's hear the quartering.
The Star Wars film franchise, in particular the latest trilogy, has been at the center of a lot of debate over the past few years, and it's starting to bleed into your standard Orange Man bad NPC levels of everything I don't like or everything I disagree with is because of Mo Russia. Or
okay, so mind you, pot calling the kettle black here. Like literally, all the feminists are coming to take away your manhood. Like literally, I can do this shit too. Like quite literally, I actually have more motherfucking capability of saying that he is an alarmist. He literally makes 3 or 4 videos a day talking about how the big Mino battle feminists are coming to make sure you're not as much as a man as you think you are. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Sorry about this, guys. I actually been like, okay. Fun fact: I've been arguing with this one fool on my video that I made like probably a month ago and just released it to fucking YouTube about what, Tuesday, New Year, no, Christmas. God, I'm ready for it to be January already. And it's hilarious because like this idiot and the idiot that I'm going to get back to later on, it's more of a, but you said mean things to hurt my feelings. And so, yeah, what? Yeah. And it's just been funny. It's just like going back and forth with this fool. It's been funny. But let's continue.
a bot or trolls. If you didn't like this movie, you're a troll. If you did like this movie, you're a paid shill. Nothing could possibly be the way it actually is. And I understand why people feel that way, because it is my opinion that Disney is manipulating customer reviews. And
Wait, whoa, because the Rotten Tomatoes score is shit in front of the computer. Oh, don't let that fall. In front of the computer right now. Let's pull that shit up. I can't type fast, and I'm not gonna pretend like I am. Star Wars. Rotten Tomato. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and come on, load the fuck up. Huh. Tomato meter with critics. Huh. 55%. But Disney is buying reviews. But audience review 86. What? It's almost as if. What? Wow, it's almost as if he's talking shit out of his ass. But you know, it's the coroner, and of course he is. But let's continue.
and that Rotten Tomatoes is either part of it or knows about it and is doing nothing. There is significant circumstance.
Wait, didn't he just say that, you know, he doesn't believe the hype or some shit like this, but he then launches himself dick first into a conspiracy theory? Like, really? What the fuck is going on with my man? I don't know. Because the Mino SJWs won't let me be a big boy. I want to be a big boy because mommy said I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. The fuck? Fuck ever. Let's go.
Substantial evidence that points to this, and there is an excellent breakdown of data done by a YouTuber who I will link in the pinned comment below. Her channel is Sheila Aliens, I believe, or Sheila Allen, and I'll link to it because she went and purchased 2,500 reviews, had them scraped, and did a data analysis on them that was pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to get into that in a minute, but as I've...
Wait, what the fuck now? Like, had them scrape? Like, what the fuck do you mean by had them scrape? Did a data analysis. What did she do? What specific did she make sure that the people's name that was on them were actually the actual people? Like, you can't just leave that out there and expect an appeal to authority where you're not giving that person's authority. You're just saying because reasons. Like, literally, that's what you're boiling this shit down to. Because reasons. I don't know. Let's continue.
I've been recording this, there's been a huge push now, still obsessing with The Last Jedi. Still, Twitter NPCs still obsessing over it. And there was an art.
They obsess over it because you fucking obsess over it. Like, literally, The Last Jedi was a decent motherfucking movie. Now, as soon as I'm able to fucking get this review out, because I fucking did one, I'm going to talk about, you know, some of the same shit. Like, people literally said Empire Strikes Back from the original trilogy was shit. They literally said that. But now it's heralded as one of the best Star Wars movies ever. All because, you know, because reasons. I gotta stop using that. But it's so fucking convenient. And correct me if I'm motherfucking wrong, which I'm not. The Quartering is one of those people who actually literally pushed to make sure that the Last Jedi was seen as a trash piece of movie. He literally has, at times, he does 3 videos a day talking about how the SJWs are trying to take away and abuse your childhood. Get the fuck out of here.
Article that is currently being shared that was written in the New York Times that is titled, "What Arguments About Star Wars Say About Democracy?" Movie series fans are as polarized as everyone else. And I think in terms of a title and subtitle, I agree with this. When I see this written by somebody with half their head shaved and brightly colored hair, I know exactly what's coming up next.
So we can say that about some neckbeard that looks like he's in his mother's basement with video games and video game systems from 15 to 20 years ago. Like, oh, he's gonna be a mad, angry little boy who's mad because he can't touch a woman's boobie. Like, literally, we can actually do this. As a matter of fact, I literally have it where you see a lot of these guys, you know, mysteriously all decided around the same time to grow a fucking beard to make themselves feel manly. And I don't know, just try to coerce women into thinking that they have some sort of machismo or charisma or anything of that nature. Like, literally, it's some of the same shit that you see from these idiots that you complain about, quote unquote, these SJW women having. But let's continue.
Like a lot of Americans, she says, I have formative memories of my first exposure to George Lucas's epic tale, Rebels defeating a planet-destroying empire. By the way, ba-boom! What do I always say? What do I always say about articles that start this way? What did I say in my first video of the day?
Mind you, he's saying the first video of today. This man made like 3-4 videos at one day. Like, I get it. I do long form videos. I get it. Sometimes you can't watch my whole videos all at once when you watch my stuff. But this man literally makes multiple videos a day whining about how the SJWs are keeping him from being a fucking man. And then, ooh, watch this. I've only watched half of this video, so this is one of the points that I find was very fucking interesting. Let's hear him say it.
It's just fake. It's a plea for acceptance. They're putting themselves through and also accepting their own purity test. You know a fake fan if the very first thing they do is put themselves through a purity test.
No, you fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. That is the stupidest motherfucking reason that I have ever fucking heard. You're establishing why you can talk about this. If you are a fan, you're going to say, well, I like this because of this fucking reason. But by your definition, you're saying that because somebody says, I like this, I find this was appealing to me, then they're a fake fucking fan? Like, do you understand what the hell that you just said? Well, no, they have a purity test because they're putting themselves in a... Like, literally, dude, you're saying because somebody says, I like this, I know the history, I spent time watching this, then I'm a fake fan. Ooh, let me do it too. You know, when I was younger, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I even learned how to draw pictures based on using Dragon Ball Z. Oh shit, I just gave myself a fail on the fucking purity test of a fan. But I didn't. Like, for real. got 'em on the lips. They said they like something that they actually like, but they're faking it. Let's continue.
Anyway, she goes on. Star Wars became a new national mythos. It rebooted America's revolutionary origin story and liberty or death values using the tropes of science fiction. Now, however, the movies no longer strike the same chord, just as the America's political system is falling into disarray again. Our cultural myth-making machine is faltering as well.
It's almost as if art imitates life. Like literally. That's exactly what this man is saying. That's what this article is saying. Life imitates art, which it does. It literally imitates art. But no, you're saying that this person is acting all brand new and shit because reasons. Like literally, this is the most because reasons shit I have ever heard. Because here's the thing, you idiotic motherfucker. And I'm talking about the cornering here. This man literally thinks that, well, George Lucas didn't make Star Wars talking about political intrigue and all this other good shit. He fucking had half of the movie of the Phantom Menace talking about trade negotiations. Like for real, Star Wars haven't been political. Star Wars haven't been political since when? Since fucking when? But let's continue.
If politics aren't going the way I want, it's because there's a problem with the system.
Oh shit, the irony meter is strong with this motherfucker. He didn't really just say that. Like literally his channel is dedicated. It's dedicated to how he's fighting the SJW menace. Like, I don't know if the irony is just fucking lost on this fool. I don't know. Maybe it is. But it's just like, you really go. Is that the hill that you really want to die on, dog? Is that the hill that you want to die on? If politics isn't going with the way I literally have been having an argument all day talking about this with some idiot on my YouTube comment section saying that no, you just have to follow Christian rules and everything will be okay. But it wasn't. It was never okay how many people were fucking hurt. It is okay by the fact that we need to go back to a system where white men ruled everything. And I'm not even somebody who is a fucking what would you call it? I'm not a fucking SJW. Shit. Why should I need to be a warrior? How come I can't be a SJW, a fucking SJ? What is it? Social justice warlord. Nah. Fuck that. But let's continue. Let's hear him out.
When I say, quote, faltering, I don't mean economically. The Star Wars franchise is among Disney's most lucrative properties, but each new installment has escalated conflicts between fans over everything from character arcs to the diversity of its cast. Filmmakers are torn between catering to the base with its rabid nostalgia for the 70s and 80s movies and striking out into new territory that feels more relevant to the 21st century.
Yeah, it's called trying to make money and make movies for everyone. Like, for real. Yes, Star Wars was actually a very niche product. And you know what happened? Disney wanted to make more money, or Lucas wanted to make more money, where they were actually able to, get more people to try to watch the shit and enjoy the shit. Like, seriously, that's the nature of the motherfucking beast. And if you can't understand that, then I don't know what to say to you, man. It's almost if you're mad because the thing you like is popular. And I don't even think you actually watch the movies. To be quite honest with you. I think this is just another outrage mob of what you're trying to do. But let's continue.
That's a sneaky way of writing, I want Star Wars to be this way. And that is, of course, the right way. The cinematic results are uneven at best. We agree. The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, okay. Cinematic, like, it mixed reviews. Hence the Rotten Tomatoes score of the critics 55 and the audience score is, I don't know, 86. But the movie wasn't gonna make any money back. But let's continue.
Walker, released last week, is muddled, an aimless homage to the previous films in the series. Its countless callbacks to the older films feel like an effort to make Star Wars great again. Though it does manage to deliver a few liberal-sounding messages, call it the Joe Biden of Star Wars movies. Because it has a terrible memory?
Okay, that was a good joke. That was a fucking awesome joke. Credit is due. Like, yeah. But where credit is due. Joe Biden does have a terrible memory, and is slightly racist. Although, to be fair, he doesn't really understand how racist he is. But baby steps or old man in a cane steps. I don't know. But let's continue.
Maybe. Does it smell women's hair? To continue the analogy, you might say that The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens and Rogue One are the Barack Obama tradition. Oh, he gets all three films. Oh, okay. This is another. Is this written?
Okay. Your point. It's a visual alliteration. It's a metaphor. I keep contending that a lot of these guys who are right wing, they don't understand metaphors and similes, because here he is, doesn't understand the simile between what that writer is trying to say. But let's continue.
Written by someone like who thinks Obama did no wrong and was the perfect candidate ever. By the way, I did vote for him, and that was a mistake. They gave fans
Oh no! If you want to have the conversation about illegal wiretapping or barely legal wiretapping, if you want to have a conversation about actively targeting civilians or inactively targeting civilians, and maybe doing things that were by the book, quote unquote, legal, but not that much legal. Yeah, we can have that conversation. Dude, I'm with you on that. But definitely was better than Romney. And I know you get the people that says, well, if somebody bad had got elected, then it would wake people up and then good people get elected. And shit doesn't work out well like that. A la 2016. But let's continue.
truly diverse casts and grappled with relatively nuanced way with the class and race conflicts that have hovered at the margin of every Star Wars story. They also made fans of the early movies livid. Some used social media to demand that Disney stop with the politically correct storytelling, while others launched racist attacks at the Vietnamese American Kelly Tran. Never happened. No evidence.
It did fucking happen. We have the Twitter Wayback Machine to show that it happened. It's bullshit, and you actually led the charge on that bullshit. It's a fucking lie, dog. And you know it's a fucking lie. So fuck you and suck on a mean, straggly beard. But let's continue.
Evidence was ever provided. Do not buy this narrative.
Like he he can't look straight at the camera and say, "Oh, yeah, she was harassed." Now, the reason why he won't say that, because if he was to say, "Well, it's a shit movie, I didn't like her character," and shit like that, no, he actively has to lie to say that, "Oh no, nothing fucking happens." But yeah, no, she was harassed. She was harassed and she was harassed. That shit wasn't fucking cool. If you feel like you have to harass somebody in order to make yourself win, then you're doing your point wrong. But let's continue. Purified water.
I'm not the only one that noticed the obvious parallel to American electoral politics. J.J. Abrams, who directed The Phantom Menace and The Rise of Skywalker, noted in a recent interview that the vicious polarization within Star Wars fandom is not a phenomenon.
Did somebody catch it? Let me look at the chat. Oh, nobody's in chat. Did somebody catch what he just did? Like, am I the only one that caught that shit? J.J. Abrams did not direct the Phantom Menace. He didn't. He couldn't have, because it was directed by fucking George Lucas. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Idiots like this motherfucker. But let's continue. And it's not even the wording of the motherfucking. It's not even in the wording of the fucking thing. It's like, dude, can you read? I'm not the only one who has noticed the obvious parallels to American electoral politics. J.J. Abrams, who directed The Rise of the Skywalker, or The Rise of Skywalker, pot me kettle. I know. But let's continue.
Restricted to Star Wars, as he put it, this is about everything. True. I'd agree with that. Now, here's where we get interesting. A recent study by Morton Bay, a University of Southern California, digital media research, revealed that over 50% of the venom directed on Twitter at Rian Johnson, director of The Last Jedi, came from the same sources as Russian election meddling. Woo! First of all, no, it didn't.
Trolls? What trolls? Trolls don't exist. Trolls don't exist. Bot farms don't exist. You didn't even say that it came from the same accounts, same sources, where we know fucking bot farms exist. Bot farms exist, and quite honestly, if you want to really get fucking technical, you can pay for a bot. You can. It's actually pretty inexpensive is not the word. It's useful for the stuff that you're trying to do. But, you know, who invited facts and logic to the conversation? But let's continue.
Second of all, if you really care about meddling, I'm telling you, look, red hair, buzz cut. If you really cared about foreign meddling in the United States, you would be looking at China. Using the analytical tools that other technologists deployed to uncover Russian influence in the 2016 election, Mr. Bay found that bots, trolls, and sock puppets, or political activists, were using the Star Wars debate to propagate political messages, sometimes supporting right-wing causes, discrimination, gender, race. A number of those users appeal to
What? Like, I don't know. I don't get where's the aha, I got you moment in it. I don't. I'm gonna have to kick my motherfucking feet up because I'm fucking tired. But let's continue.
appear to be Russian trolls. Everybody's a troll. It's an interesting way to live your life. It's an interesting way to not accept reality that maybe some people didn't like the thing that you liked, and that's okay. You know, there are a lot of people that like The Rise of Skywalker.
I'm gonna let that irony sit in, like, yeah, dog, like, for real, we're gonna really do this. But let's continue.
That's totally cool. There's a lot of people that liked The Last Jedi. That's totally cool. But to say those that didn't like it don't exist, or that they are Russian bots, is absurd. It's wrong.
Wait, did anybody just catch that? How he says that half the sources were from this, and then he said, "Well, if you didn't like it, then it's all Russian bots or some shit like that." Really? Did nobody catch that? But let's continue.
It's denialist. It's pathetic. It's childish. I don't understand how these people get through life blaming, a boogeyman for everything that ends the way that they don't like. I,
Oh my god! Like for real? What? What? Oh my god! What? It reminds me of that scene in How to Train Your Dragon where Stoic is saying is like, I don't believe Hiccup. Hiccup says this and Hiccup says that. He would go fucking chase out the trolls. And Garber says, trolls exist. They steal your left side. It's like, dude, you know this shit is fake. But yet it's still the same criteria you use to judge somebody else. That same special pleading doesn't work for you. Well, you know what I mean. You're using special pleading to get out of it applied to you. Well, let's continue.
I think that there is credibility around the discussion of bot activity on Twitter, certainly. But
Whoa. You were just outraged that it's not bots, but now. Like, is it because people probably wouldn't make it this much into your video because it's not even that I'm tired. You're fucking boring, dog. You're fucking boring and you're fucking lulling me to sleep even though I'm already motherfucking tired. But how do you actively say one thing at the beginning of the sentence and totally reverse it in the end of it? But let's continue.
whenever these articles are written, it's like they completely ignore that there are similar bot campaigns on their own side, which is what we're going to get into.
Tuco Quay fantasy, anybody? What? Tuco Quay? What? What aboutism? Like, literally, he just went straight into the fucking whataboutism. Really, dog? But let's continue.
In the second half of this video, there are absolutely positively positive bot campaigns that happen. And we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Rotten Tomato scores, which, by the way, it may shock you to find out, still at 86% now with 54,000 votes.
It meant that the people who weren't critics liked it and the critics didn't really like it. Like, I don't get why that's a problem for you. I really don't. It's just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, well, everybody needs to think the way I do. What about the feminists over here? Everybody needs to think the way that I do. But can't they make the same argument? Everybody needs to, like, really, dog. Let's continue.
53,688. Came across this video. In fact, I believe she tweeted it at me. And there are several important takeaways from this. So she paid somebody to scrape 2,500 The Rise of Skywalker verified reviews. Some of the important takeaways. She had a great graphic that displayed essentially how the audience score continued to increase every single time, with the 86% staying exactly where it was. She also talks about how where she lives in Southern California, there were radio ads that were using this 86% number as a jumping off point. Now, I haven't heard them.
Wait, did it just go up to 56? Oh my god, he can't even keep his fucking... He can't even clip out a picture right. Oh my god, like, for real? Oh my god. Alright. Whew. Like, I don't get it, but let's continue.
But that's what she said.
On the radio here in Southern California, the other day, all I kept hearing was in between the commercials, they had this quick blurb about, and the Star Wars came out this weekend, and 86% of people who saw it said they loved it. So they are using this number actively to get more people into the theater.
Now, of the reviews, she talks about how many of them were not clickable, which would indicate that they are brand new accounts and did not have Rotten Tomato accounts or any historical reviews. And many of the actual reviews contained the exact same verbiage over and over and over again. Words like saga, a great ending to the saga, a fitting end to the saga.
Oh my God, which the movie is promoting. For real? For real. The last of the Skywalker saga. Like, that's what's next. Because it's going to say Rise or it's a Disney like corporate shield campaign. Let's continue.
This is very generic. Many other reviews say something like a fitting end to the saga, emotional end to the Skywalker saga. Best one.
Yeah. I tell you what, and from your videos, and from watching my videos, people are motherfucking lazy. If they can get away with a fucking copy paste to what is what I want to say too, people will. But let's continue.
To end the saga. Great end to a great saga. A great ending to the saga. Great ending for the best saga. Great way to end the saga. A very satisfying conclusion to the saga. A successful end of the saga. An amazing way for the saga to go out. Nice way to end a saga. Phenomenal ending to a beloved saga.
Who called it a saga?
Oh, wow. Shit. Saga. Saga. Saska! I had to pull my Naruto out there for a second. Like, for real. Like, you sound like a fucking fool. I don't know. Let's continue.
Saga. I'm not saying nobody did, because I'm certain, obviously, some people do. But of all of you, I read the comments. We interact on Twitter. By the way, follow me at The Quartering. It's right now, it's the best way to interact with me. Nobody's calling it a saga. They're calling it a trilogy or the Star Wars movie.
From what you fucking hear, like, seriously? Seriously, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fucking do this. Let's continue.
Movies. It's like they put these words into, reputation management company, and they just pooped out all these positive reviews. Now, nobody's talking about positive botting, but with this data, had they been saying negative things about the movie, I'm positive we'd be seeing articles written about bots tearing down the verified audience score. To show you how biased the media is, again, I only care.
Like, no, dog, that's not how this works, because people aren't being biased because, it's a woman lead. No. Literally, it's built into Star Wars that people want to actually watch Star Wars. Shit. I am fucking tired. But let's let this man finish.
Care when it's something I disagree with, people. How come nobody's written about this? This is a statistical improbability. Almost impossibility. The percentage chance that 86% has been the exact score since the beginning with no outside meddling has got to be practically zero. Nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it, maybe because it's not true. And didn't you just say that people are creating new accounts to review the movie? Which is it? They're creating new accounts to review the movie, or they're not? Like, what the fuck is going on? But let's continue.
It's interesting. When you look at the text analysis of the reviews, they're all the same. You look at now the The YouTuber also talks about how many people share the same name. There could be something there. There could not be something there. I mean, there are a heck of a lot of John Smiths out there and a lot of Michaels and a lot of Sarahs. But it paints the picture. I'm more interested in the fact that when I look at the audience score.
Oh, wow. I am fucking dozing off when playing this game because he's so goddamn boring. But let's let this man continue. And since we're talking about this, let's just have that conversation. The audience score can be different from the critics. If it was flip-flop around, you would still have that same issue. You can't make it where you're just mad because a movie does well. That shit is small, petty. But let's continue.
Of an 86%. If I look at all audience, it's a 78%, which still seems high, but maybe. With 115,000 total reviews. Now, with 53,000 verified reviews, it has an average rating of a 4.3 out of 5, or 86%. 4.31.
You just did the fucking math, but I'm pretty sure that you're not going to believe the math. Let's continue.
If everybody who watched this video, who did see the movie, left an audience score, I'd be shocked to see that number drop at all. It's been a week. It still is there. And in the face of CNET reporting, no, half the Last Jedi haters were not Russian trolls. Commentary, numerous reports say the Last Jedi negativity was influenced by Russian bots and trolls, but the reality is far from different. If you're not a...
Okay, so the motherfucker made $500 million inside of his first week alone. Like, it must be doing something right. But I know. If somebody has more power than you, you need to feel insecure. So let's continue.
Up to speed, a pre-publication research paper written by Morton Bay, the same report cited by the New York Times, at the University of Southern California, analyzed this data. Bay is a research fellow at the Center for Digital Future at USC and has previously written social media policy in the Trump era. Russian bots, fake news, urinalism, and social media ethics. He is also a Star Wars fan. It's safe to say that The Last Jedi has been one of the most divisive films of the past 12 months. The discourse has been vitriolic. The Kelly Marie Tran stuff, who plays Rose Tico, leaves social media, well, again, with no evidence. Bay's paper, The State.
Damn it, why does he have to say it's no evidence? Why don't he just admit that we had some fans that did some shitty things? And just leave it at that. But he has to drill in that there's no evidence, even though the woman deleted her fucking Twitter account after all this bullshit. But let's continue.
It's that 50.9% of those tweeting negatively about The Last Jedi were likely to be politically motivated or not even human. This was a major takeaway of the media outlets that stated much of the mentioned negative sentiment directed at Last Jedi came from Russian trolls. But that's not the truth, or at least it distorts the truth. Bay collected 1,200 tweets using Twitter's advanced search function, all of...
Yeah, and you know what's easy to do? It may not be easy to look into what a company does as far as elections, but we can definitely... I just lost my point. This shit is stupid. I'm tired. And quite frankly, this motherfucker is complaining that if people like something that he doesn't, and it's a fucking problem. Like, literally, I don't get that. But let me let him continue.
Of which were directed to Ryan Johnson over a 7-month period. After, quote, cleaning the data set, Bay finished with 967 tweets. He then manually determined whether a tweet was negative, positive, or neutral. Ultimately, deciding the sentiment of any particular tweet was left up to one person. To separate the negative tweets out even more,
Like, you're not really making your case that only the white straight people need to be saved. But let's continue.
Bay would search the accounts with high activity for terms such as Trump or SJW to determine their political stance. Of the 967 tweets analyzed, 206 expressed a, quote, negative sentiment toward the film and its director. Of those 206, 61 were real people reported to have a political agenda. 11 were bots. Only 33 appear to be troll accounts. Of those 33, just 16 appeared to possess characteristics with Russian troll account.
So, God, you just said that 40% of the people that's dragging on fucking The Last Jedi are literally 40%. But it's not that big of a deal. Of course, it's a fucking bigger deal. But let's continue.
An absolutely false statement destroyed in a single paragraph by CNET, of all people. Disney's up to something. Everybody's up to something. It's been an interesting media cycle. Disney, we're on to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
All right, so I'm going to head off for the night, guys, because I'm fucking tired. And what I don't get is, bear with me. I bet you went to go see the fucking movie. I bet this motherfucker went to go see that motherfucking movie. Because in the end, if you want to get mad at somebody, get mad at these excessive drive to fucking try to make money at all costs, even if it means to do some shit to yourself that would be fucking hurtful. It's all about that money, that social and financial coin, and it's just like, no, it doesn't work that way. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna actually go for the night because I'm fucking tired and my eyes are fucking burning. So I want to thank everybody who's watched. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that thumbs up. Looks like this. I'm about to go pass the fuck out because my eyes feel like they're gonna pop out the front of my skull. But I want to thank everybody who's watched. Peace.